Hey guys, Sean back here with Cracked Housing Fab. We're working on the CROSSKART today.
Heck yeah, we're gonna get the front end set up. We're gonna work on the control arms. Right now I'm working on the lower ball joint. This is cut off the lower control arm of the car. I'm gonna cut this, clean it, so we can weld our control arms to it. But I think it should work pretty darn good.
All right, what'd you come up with?
So what I did is I forgot where I put the metal piece.
There it is.
So we started with this because this is how we plasma cut it off the car, just to make it quick. So I came down to this, cleaned it up, cut it, make this a decent width. That's going to be welded to it. So that'll be sitting here, and then the two control arm tubes will come in at a little angle and weld to this plate. So it should be pretty strong.
Oh yeah.
All done. Alright, so I got these lower ball joint control arm mounts made. Turned out pretty decent. Welded it heavy duty. These will come here. These will come at a slight angle. And that'll be our lower control arm. I think it should be pretty good. Alright, so we're working on the control arms here. I got the little bracket we made for the ball joint tacked on here. Well, nutted on, bolted on, but so there's that arm. This one we kept square to the frame, the rear, because we wanted to keep the hub back a little bit so we had some space for the steering. This front arm kind of comes back a little bit to there. So the front's on a little angle back.
Yeah, sure.
So I think this is looking, what do you think, Sean?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. And then when you're building this stuff, always make sure right before you go to weld it, hit the subscribe button to our channel.
Oh yeah. Alright, so I just finished welding up this lower control arm. We'll add some braces in a little bit later. I want to get started working on the top, but we want the two pivot points of the lower ball joint and this hind joint to be very similar to the distance here. So to do that, I'm going to cut the top of this off, and then we'll fabricate a little thing. But before I cut this, make sure you like our video. All right, so I went ahead and got this top little mount welded up, and we ended up welding a grade 8 bolt for the heim joint right off of here. And I welded that pretty good, made this bracket that sandwiches on here, and now we can build our upper control arm. But I think it turned out well. We had to do some trimming because the bolt hit the inside of the wheel, but now we have, you know, a good 3/4 inch space, which is plenty. I think it looks good.
It does look good, I agree. And we got room, sorry, in between the rim and there, so we're good.
Yeah, so we just put the tire on to make sure we first put it on and it hit the bolt. So
that's right. And do you know what this reminds me of? Turn the bell on for notifications. All right, guys, we have the top control arm all welded into place. Turned out pretty awesome. This will be the first time we're gonna move this suspension. See how it goes.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. No binding.
Dude,
Really
it goes
smooth.
Straight up and down too.
Yeah, looks like this stays pretty level, doesn't it?
I love it. Oh yeah. Lots of travel.
I got a ton
Let's
of
get a better
travel.
view here. Look at that.
This face stays, to me it looks like it stays pretty darn level.
That looks great.
Looks awesome. Sweet. I guess now it's on to the other side. All right, guys, this side's done. We're gonna go ahead and put the other side on, but first you have to hit that share button and share with one of your friends. All right, and there we go. Copy and pasted.
All right, so we got the other side all done. We got the upper and lower control arms done. Very happy with how they turned out. And tomorrow, or the next video, you'll see us building the shock towers and working on the steering. So that's gonna be pretty exciting. But after a long 8-hour day, I think we'll call that a wrap.
Sounds good, guys. See you in the next one.